The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Here again is McKinnon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Off-play action. Steal. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Fielded at the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Here's a run for the former Louisville Cardinal, Sonoris Perry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
is going to go on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And the Giants ready to come out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Detroit! Green 39! Green 39! Lambert!
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. More with McKinnon, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw. Steele. He's going to go deep for Conley. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Bortles. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing on first down. Steele. Caught here by Conley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On first and 10, Steele. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake. Steele. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Steele. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Looking to throw. Steele. He completes it to Nelson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
McKinnon. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. Gun.
Off play action. Steele. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here we go now.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Let him know. Ace.
They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch tight. Ace. Here we go now. Blue 45. Slow. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And the play clock's running down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Carry here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now the offense operates in the red zone. This is Perry. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. A gain of 3, second down. On second down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Perry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. Play clock winding down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
So that'll back them up 5. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Gun, 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 gun.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's going to go deep for Conley. He's got a man complete. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Henry. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On third down, that's Henry, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now out come the Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Leopard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
All right, here we go.
Toss play to McKinnon. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Big hold of the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Bortles now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot hit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Gary and Conley, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Back to throw. Steele under pressure again, and down he goes again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Operating from the gun. Steele. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they...